Well, another year and another disappointing postseason loss. That is right, the Green Bay Packers lost their divisional round matchup 13 to 10 against the San Francisco 49ers. Tennessee Titans also lost their game against the Cincinnati Bengals. Both number one seed teams lost um, after having the bye week and after having an extra week to prepare. Um, for Tennessee, I just don't think that they were good enough to be a one seed, but that's just how the conference played out. And for Green Bay, their special teams cost them the game. There was a blocked field goal and a blocked punt that was returned for a touchdown. If either of things do not happen, the Green Bay Packers win that football game. Um, I'll talk more about this later. But for the rest of the divisional round, San Francisco beat Green Bay. Cincinnati Bengals beat Tennessee Titans. The Los Angeles Rams defeated the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And Tom Brady has announced his retirement, but he's also possibly teasing a return that's kind of up in the air. Might talk about that as the after the Super Bowl offseason news, all that stuff comes out. But anyway, Los Angeles Rams beat Tampa Bay, and then the Kansas City Chiefs defeated the Buffalo Bills 42 to 36. Um, all four of the divisional round matchup games came to either last second field goals or game winning drives, stuff like that. Everything was decided within the last possible moments of all four of those games. So, very exciting games. Unfortunately, us Packer fans, not the outcome that we wanted. But for the NFL as a whole, very exciting. Probably one of the best postseason weekends, possibly in my lifetime. I'm 21, so um, since kind of the turn of the millennium, pretty good weekend. Um, and then it has been a while, so the conference championship rounds also played out during my absence, if you will. The San Francisco 49ers traveled to LA, and the LA Rams won at a score of 20 to 17. So the Los Angeles Rams will be representing the NFC in Super Bowl 56. Excuse me. The LA Rams will be representing NFC in Super Bowl 56 in their home stadium. This is the second year in a row um, that the team in which the stadium hosts the Super Bowl is playing in the Super Bowl. Last year it was Tampa Bay. The Super Bowl was in Tampa. This year, the Los Angeles Rams will play in their home stadium as the Super Bowl is being held in Los Angeles. Over on the AFC side of things, the Cincinnati Bengals, led by Joe Burrow, they defeated the Kansas City Chiefs 27 to 24. Also another very exciting weekend. Both of these games decided by 3 points. Um, yeah, I mean a pretty good weekend back to back in terms of football, especially postseason. So we will have the Cincinnati Bengals traveling to LA for Super Bowl 56. That takes place this Sunday. I'm not exactly sure what time. I would assume coverage starts at about 5, but honestly, you probably be able to catch stuff all day. Um, I don't necessarily have rooting interest for Super Bowl 56. I do. I do kind of like Cincinnati because they, the up and coming team. They're the underdog. Although both of these teams are a 4 seed. Cincinnati, I do believe, is either a 3.5 or a 4 point underdog in this game. However, Matthew Stafford, I mean, he played for the Lions for his first 12 years of his career, and he's finally getting a chance to use that talent on a good team. So, whoever wins the Super Bowl, I will be happy. I'll either be happy for Matthew Stafford or I'll be happy for the Cincinnati Bengals as a whole. Being from Wisconsin, I tend to favor smaller market teams, so I'll be rooting for Joe Burrow. I'll be rooting for the Cincinnati Bengals. I'm going to jump on the bandwagon for 1 week. But honestly, whatever the result is, I'll be happy. The thing I'm most excited for, honestly, is probably the halftime show. Even though I'm only 21 years old, I do appreciate the classics, the OGs, if you will. The Super Bowl halftime show is going to have Snoop Dogg, Dr. Dre, Eminem. So, I mean, not the big three, but three big names, especially in that 90s, 2000s scene. Also, they will have Kendrick Lamar and Mary J. Blige. So, Kendrick Lamar is a more modern rapper. He's not too bad, in my opinion. I don't listen to a whole lot of rap, but he's pretty good. And then Mary J. Blige, I'm not too familiar with her, but she did have one hit song back in like the mid 90s. Um, no disrespect to Mary J. Blige, I'm just personally not as familiar. But I mean, Snoop, Dre, and Eminem, you put those three together, it should be a pretty good halftime show. Um, I mean, yeah, other than that, that's pretty much all the news I have leading up to the Super Bowl regarding the NFL as a whole. I'll probably end up making a separate video that I'll post later for the Green Bay Packers specifically. They have made a couple moves after their disappointing postseason loss to San Francisco. So I'll probably make a separate one regarding Green Bay, but for the NFL as a whole, I think we'll have a fairly entertaining Super Bowl. I don't necessarily have a prediction because I am pulling for Cincinnati. They are, like I said, about a 4 point underdog. It's going to be Cincinnati's offense versus LA's defense. Honestly, it's how well can Cincinnati's O line hold up against the Los Angeles pass rush. Um, of course, we'll see what happens, and I just hope for the best. And this Super Bowl, there's no Tom Brady, there's no Kansas City Chiefs, there's no New England Patriots. So, I mean, 98% of America won already. We get some new faces in the Super Bowl. I think for the majority, a lot of people that are playing this is their first Super Bowl. I mean, most Super Bowls do have a lot of firsts, but um, I guess what I'm getting at is these are two teams and uh, two groups of players that never have either made it this far or are still young, and this is kind of, I'm not really sure what I'm trying to say, but it's new. That's basically what I'm trying to get at. It's new, it's refreshing, it's good to see, and yeah, we'll wait and see what happens. I'm rooting for the Bengals, but I'll be happy with whoever wins, and I'll, probably make a video after the whoever wins the Super Bowl and congratulate them. But until then, I will see you guys later.